Hey traders, John Howell here, and in today's video I'm going to be covering the gold mining stocks, what I see there. I'm getting very excited that why I think there's a lot more downside to come with dollar, and why I think there's a crash coming, or a bear market at least. Why I see a $110 target with oil, a very large picture there. I'm also going to walk you through a 100% return on investment trade that one of my private clients did. I'm going to walk you through that trade and where he got in and all that sort of stuff, and I'm going to share with you exactly what he did there. I'm also going to be covering some main points that I did with coaching. I did one of my private coaching clients. I actually had a one-on-one coaching call with him today, and something that really struck him, that was actually stopping him from moving forward, that when I told him this, it's actually now allowing him to trade less, but potentially now make more. And I'm really excited that. Plus, also, there's so much more that I'm going to be covering in today's session. Also, traders, what I'm doing right now, just to help you out, is I'm running a flash sale. You can see this is the page here. You can see how I'm running a flash sale, normally just $7 for this trading course. You can see all the details through here. If you go to johnsflashsale.com, or the very first thing in the description, you'll be able to get access to that. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into today's market update / education video. Now, what we're going to look at here first is the gold mining stocks and what's really going on through there. So the first thing I'm seeing right now with the gold mining stocks is that I just see that we're still continuing to go through this sort of a sideways period on the GDX anyway. Really sideways period. Not really much happening. We have major support level down here at 26, major resistance up there at say 31, and it's having a lot of problems through there. But once we actually break this $30 level, there is no resistance until we get to the $40 level. So once we do eventually break, and we go back to the daily chart, once we do eventually break this $30 level, look at that there. This here is but what we call white space. White space is that there is no resistance. That's where we're probably likely to see some very exciting moves with GDX. So I'm getting ready for that. Now, for its brother or its sister, let's call its brother, GDXJ, same sort of thing, right? We're actually sort of compressing here, but the GDXJ actually ran up to the resistance and now it's come back down, but it still looks like we're compressing into this here, and it still looks like if I bring this over here and squeeze it up, let me bring this down a little bit, let me bring it up a little bit. See how it's actually squeezing into this triangle pattern right now? This is getting very exciting for me, because if we continue through here, if we continue to do something like this through here, right, all through there, and then we break up like that, that's getting very exciting. And you know, and I talk about there's one of the trading systems in that $7 trading course I'm giving away, where you're going to learn a lot more about how to really get in on some really good turning points. You're going to absolutely love that trading system. I call it the ultimate trading system. Also, you're going to get the blast off trading system. So you're going to absolutely love the blast off trading system as well too. Again, $7 for today. You can see that. Now, moving on now, the bigger picture with the GDXJ, I really like this, because once we start to break above this level here, we have a pretty free and clear run up to this next resistance, which is just above 55. So if I screen this down through here, look at this here, right? Now, that doesn't look like much, but when you start to include options and so on and so forth, absolutely incredible. So I'm not in the trade yet, but I'm watching, I'm waiting, and if I do get a confirmation, then I'll be jumping all over this. So that's what I'm seeing there right now with the gold mining stocks, getting very exciting. Gold stocks, get ready, because it looks like we could start to see a lot more upside to come. Now, the US dollar, we've actually had such an enormous rise to the upside. We actually had, you can see, had a little drop down, rally up, drop down, rally up, drop down. And now we're starting to see a lot more downside to come. So even if we do get a bit of a rally out of here, I would say that we're likely to start to see a rally, and probably likely to start to see a bit of a selling of rally into the US dollar, and probably start to see weakness coming into there. So we can see how we were in this sort of a channel through here. And now what's happened is we broke out of that channel, and now we're breaking down, and we're breaking out of this level through here as well too, right? Which is this level all through there. So that level there, so breakdown. So if we do have a bit of a rally, there's likely to be a lot of resistance around here if we do get a rally, and it's probably likely to roll over and be short-lived. on the downside. So that's where I and then from that there, I see a very, very, very nice drop down coming into the US dollar as well there. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. Moving on now to the next thing that I talked about, which was oil, and why I see $110 oil. Really, really, really exciting. Now, if I bring up $110 oil, that's not oil. Let's go through this one here. All right, cool. Right, now, $110 oil. This is what we're looking at right now. All right, let me actually just do this here. Let me duplicate this. All right, cool. Now I'm just going to delete this moving averages, delete this moving average, and delete this here too. All right, we don't need anything. We're just going to use a blank chart. Now look at this here, right? If I bring up a weekly chart with oil, look what's happening right now, okay? We're pretty much squeezing what? We're pretty much squeezing into what? A tight triangle pattern. And if I bring up my monthly charts here, look at this here. Look at this major, major, major long-term trend line coming down. We resist there, resist there, resist there, and we almost got the rejection where it is right now. And see how we're compressing up through here? So to me, I believe that we're likely to break to the upside. Now, if we squeeze this weekly chart up once again, this is a weekly chart here. If we start to break above here, then the next major resistance is at 110. We're probably likely to see a very nice move, very nice sharp move up to 110. So it just depends on the breakout too. Like if it doesn't break to the upside, then that $110 level there is probably not likely to happen, but that's the major resistance up there, and the market loves to run to that level. So if we do start to see a very nice close above this level through here, and we're starting to see a bit of strength coming into say oil, we did have a rise, we're having a bit of a pullback. I believe we're likely to hold here and we'll start to rally up. If we do that, let's go back to the weekly chart here, then get ready, because oil is going to send to 110, and then we're probably likely to see a bit of a pause, and then from there, let's go back to the monthly charts, and then we may see a lot more upside to come with oil. But get ready for a big move in oil if we break above this level through here. As you can see, this level has definitely been the level that's keeping it down from here. So once we start the break level through there, guys, it's going to be absolutely amazing and absolutely incredible. So I'm really, 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 really looking forward to that. And the reason why I'm looking forward to it, because if I go to the USO, this is the US oil fund, or basically the ETF. Look where we are right now with this oil ETF, right? And once we start to break, this has been pretty quiet through here. All right, so we've had this major level of support through here. Actually, it's more like this level through here, isn't it? From there to there, right? So that's the level of support. That's the level of resistance through there. So we're been pretty much into this level through here. We do have potentially something going on through there, I would say. Maybe it hasn't had a lot of touches, so I won't use that. But this one level through here, if we start to break back above this level through here on USO, this is where it is on the daily chart. If we go back to the weekly chart, if we start to break above 15, which is in line with the oil breaking above that long-term trend line, let's see if I can bring up a monthly chart here and see if I can identify anything. No, I can't. But as you can see, right, let me go back to the weekly chart. Once we start to break above this sort of $16 level through here, or if we do see that, we're probably likely to see a very nice sharp rise. There's a little bit of resistance around that $20 level, but once we start to break above the 20, it's a pretty free and clear run to around about that $30 level, which goes inside of that level through there. So I'm not saying it's definitely going to rise, guys, but if we go back to the oil chart, once we start to break above this trend line through here, because we've been squeezing up into a triangle pattern, you guys know anything about triangle patterns, right? Once they break, especially they're squeezing up where it is right now, get ready for some big moves with oil, because it's going to be pretty big, because it's been pretty much doing nothing for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 years or more, right? Pretty much just sideways, had a little move up, little move down, sideways through here. Even through this last sort of period, right? This has pretty much done nothing for, over 12 months. But on a larger scale, it's done nothing for a long time through here. So once we break, we're probably likely to start to see some really, really, really nice directional moves for at least 12 months, I would say. And if it does break, we're probably likely to see a nice move up from there. Now, I want to talk to you about a trade that one of my coaching clients did, and I'm just so proud of him. We actually had a coaching session yesterday with part of my coaching clients. Every single week they get a group coaching call, and at the end I give them a Q&A. They come on, they turn the microphone on, And so one thing I want to talk about is this one right here, right? This was a trade that one of my coaching clients did, and he absolutely just knocked it out of the park, just absolutely just crushed it, right? Basically, we had this pretty sideways movement, not much going on, and then suddenly we had this very, very, very nice breakup bar through here. So this was his entry, right there. The breakout bar was his entry. So sideways, not much going on, breakout bar, and then he got in on the close level through there. He used options, and then 2 days later, which was this 2 days later, the option was about 130%. For close there, and right now it's around about 100%. So not exactly sure what he's done with that, but he followed the rules, and like all my really A quality trades, that's why my system gets a 90+% success rate. And I teach that, and I help traders make sure they're sticking to those really, really good trades. And so this is just one of those trades that gives you a 90+% success. And the good thing about this is not only does it give you a 90+% success rate, there's really good quality trades. But when you're trading options, you can do 50%, 100% or more, right? There was a trade that I did recently, same sort of thing. And this was the trade here, right? Look, see, it's the same sort of thing, right? Look at that, all that sideways, not much going on. Then the breakout bar, this was my entry right here, right? As you can see, that was my entry right there. And then suddenly the next day did that. Next day did that, and I stayed on, and then this morning gapped up, and then that gave me 150% return. Thank you very much for your homemade biscuits. Take that off the trade, and then move on to the next trade. So that's what trading is all about, guys. And again, that's what I definitely walk through with my coaching clients, and I'm there teaching them the system, but also teaching them the mindset, which leads me into my next point that I want to cover in today's session. Is that right now, with one of my private clients, I'm actually giving him some live one-on-one coaching calls. With my private client group, you get live weekly group coaching call where everyone logs in. I share with you some stuff, and then at the end you can turn your microphone on and I can have a one-on-one chat with you. But one of my coaching clients is I've been talking to him one-on-one and been really helping him nut out all the details behind the scenes, right? Because he was just all over the place with his trading. Even though he had a good trading system, he still just wasn't doing well. And I'm just like, why is that? So I've been talking to him a lot. And one thing I found out was that he's been trading the same system, but he's been trying to trade the system where he's been trying to trade the 15-minute charts, the daily charts, and doing all this sort of stuff, plus trying to run his own business. And I just said to him that this is just too much. And I said, have you seen these other trades that's happened in the last week? He said, no. And I said to him, because what's been happening is that you're now trading the 15-minute chart and the daily charts, and that you're using up all this brain power. And as time goes on, you're getting so tired that you're missing out on all these trades. I said, so forget the 15-minute chart and just stay consistent on the daily chart. If you're just doing the daily charts and not the 15-minute charts, meaning he only trades 1 hour a day, because that's all I do. And most of my private clients do the same thing. Half an hour to an hour per day. That's all we do, right? We get in on the daily charts and we hold for a few days. So I said to him that, see, your problem is not having a good, successful system. Your problem is that you're not consistent with the way that you're approaching these markets. I said to him, see, with the 15-minute chart trading, you'll trade that whenever you can fit it in. And the daily chart, because you're so tired with the 15-minute charts, you're also missing trades on the daily charts. I said, so, and now you're exhausted, and when you're exhausted, you're going to make mistakes. I said to him that, can you see how you trading the 15-minute chart is causing you to go backwards? I would rather you just trade the daily charts, which means you're looking for trades to get in today and hold for maybe a week, maybe sometimes for a couple of weeks, right? There's a trade that I did on Goldman Sachs, and I was in it for a couple of weeks, about 3 weeks, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. And I talked about that in yesterday's video, right? Me and my private clients, we've been absolutely crushing it lately. I'm so proud of them. But the thing is that I've been really honing on one of my private clients, and I said to him that, can you see how that if you're just staying really, really, really consistent every day, trading the daily charts, trading the last hour, looking to get in today, I said, can you see how just by doing that and not focus on the 15-minute charts, you would have identified these other trades, but because you weren't really focused, you weren't really consistent at doing your scans every day, that you're actually missing out on these trades, which is causing you to go backwards overall. And he said, yeah, I can see that. So I'm really happy that it wasn't actually the trading system that was getting him. It was him being consistent at trading the trading system the exact same time, the exact same way every single day. So Monday through to Friday, He trades from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. New York time. And he's running all these scans and manages his positions. Does he get in? Does he get out? Does he stay in the current trades? Is there any more new trades that he can get in today? And so on and so forth. Just by doing that 1 hour per day, I said you can absolutely crush it this year, but you need to be consistent. Your problem is that you have the thing is that your problem is that it's not that you don't have a good trading system. You have an amazing trading system. Your problem is that you're not consistent with showing up every day and looking for these really good trades. And now you're missing out on these really good trades because you're just not consistent with doing that. And he's like, oh yeah, I can really see that. So hopefully now that I talked to him today and I've done a coaching call with him, that I've got him on the straight and narrow and helping him say, listen, it's not the trading system, it's actually him that's stopping him from moving forward, and then all that sort of stuff. And that's exactly what I do with my actual clients as well too, right? Like every single week I'm teaching them this sort of stuff, and that's what a coach is for, right? Like it's not just to teach a system, but it's these little things that's going to help you do really well in the markets. You know, guys, right now my coaching program is closed. If you'd like to be on the waiting list, then just email me at haltrader@gmail.com, but it is closed right now. And then once it opens, I'll let you know. But one thing I recommend you doing, if you want to get a head start, then grab that $7 trading course, first link in the description, and start learning the biggest mistakes, the plan to actually moving forward. You know, the chart reading strategies, trading systems, mindset to actually start to help you move forward. And if you're interested in joining my coaching program, then when I do open it up throughout the year, I'm not sure when I'm going to open it up right now, because I like to keep it small. When I do open it up, then you'll be the first to know. If you want to be on the waiting list, then just email me at HOWELL trader at gmail.com, and then you'll be on the waiting list. And once I do, then you can go forward from there. But on a whole, guys, what I'm trying to share with you is that please look at your own trading and say, okay, firstly, do you have a system that you're following? Meaning do you have some sort of a method that you're following in the markets? And then secondly, are you being consistent at showing up every day at the exact same time, the exact same way, trading the exact same system every single day? If you haven't got those two different things, then that's where you need to start, right? Because it's never the market that gets you. It's you that gets you. And as with my private client, he has a really successful trading system. But if he's not consistently showing up and looking for these trades, then he's missing these trades. And the days that he is doing the scans, Murphy law is that there's no trades those days. And the trades that he does take off, there is trades those days. And especially this last sort of week or so, he's missed out on some really good trading opportunities because of that. Now, I want to encourage you to look at your own trading through there and see where you need to be more consistent. See, with my private clients, I teach them to trade one system the same time every day. That's it, right? There is no ifs, no buts. It is just that. And I've just shared with you a couple of trades on this video today. And that's my only hope in sharing you with these trades and sharing you these stories, is to help you understand the other side of trading. Is like, I can teach you a trading system, no problem. But it's that other 80 to 90%. It's your consistency with showing up every day. It's your discipline to follow the system only. And it's your patience, because I can turn anyone into an amazing trader. I can do that. I can absolutely turn anyone into an amazing trader if you follow what I teach you to do, right? Consistency, discipline, and patience, having a really good trading system, and so much more. But the question is that, will you listen to me? And that's with all my private clients. I'm just like, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but if you're willing to listen to me, over time, you can start to really gain those skills to becoming a good trader. Because I know most of you guys are listening to me right now. Most of you guys are losing money. Most of you guys are going backwards right now because you have no idea why you're getting into trades, or there is no system that you're using to get in that's going to give you some sort of probability. You're just getting in based on a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And that's never a good idea. The most successful traders that I've learned from, and that's what's helped me do well, and now I'm passing on that knowledge with my private clients, is that we have one system that we follow, and then we're consistent every day, where we trade the exact same time every day, the exact same way every day, and we're consistent every single day looking for trades. They run the scans to scan over 3,000 stocks to see which trades are gonna which trades are gonna be good trades and which trades are not going to be good trades. So I hope this helped you out, guys. My challenge to you is that, firstly, are you following any method? If not, then stop trading live until you have some sort of a method that you know the average win-loss ratio for that system, you know exactly where to get in and all that sort of stuff. And then secondly, make sure you're consistent every day. Don't be one day trading the start of the market, the next day trading the end of the market, the next day trading the whole day. You need to be consistent. And I said to my private client today, I said, you're likely to do so much better by trading 1 hour per day, looking at the daily charts and staying consistent on that, then looking at the 15-minute charts for a couple of hours per day, then looking at the daily charts and looking at all these other charts. It's like, you're all over the place. You need some rhythm, you need consistency, because it's your consistency, it's your discipline, your patience within a really good trading system that's going to help you crush it. And I hope this video has given you some ideas with your own trading to help you move forward in that way as well too.